How bad would $5 per gallon gas hit our economy? Consider this email I got from Diane in Houston this morning. I don't know what my little business will do if oil gets to $4 or $5. We are locked into contracts and send out 10 trucks each night for routes of up to 200 miles round trip. And there's not enough profit margin to cover that kind of spike. There's not enough savings either. I may be out of business and deep in debt. Email us anytime at barney@foxbusiness.com. That's the perfect intro to Brian Westbury, First Trust Advisors Chief Economist. Brian, you're known for being not only brilliant, but also very optimistic. When you hear an email like that, does it change your modeling, your mentality, or your outlook?
Well, hey, good to be with you, Charles. No, it doesn't. I mean, I feel for Diane. UPS, FedEx, other companies like that are putting on surcharges, taxis, in New York City, Chicago, every place I go, are put on an extra surcharge because of the gasoline. So maybe she could think like that, but I'm not a business consultant. I don't know her contracts. I don't know what she can get away with. But it's clear that there are some people that will be negatively affected by rising energy prices, gasoline prices.
But Brian, I got to step in here for a minute, man, because there is a tipping point for all of us. I mean, we connect the dots. If taxis go up, if airlines go up, at some point, we all take a step back and say, you know what, it's not worth it, and we're going to retrench from this economy.
Well, but remember that spending on energy is still spending. There's lots of people in the United States that make their lives and their livelihood from energy production. So people in North Dakota, Montana, Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, they'll all benefit from rising energy prices. So it's not a net zero or a net negative in the sense that some people want to think about it.
So Brian, there has to be a number, though, in your modeling. If it's not $5 a gallon, that tips us over the edge and sends us back into retreat, this economy.
Yeah, Charles, I mean, I'm not in denial about this, but there's not. Back in 1960, let's put it this way, we spent 7 cents of our income, every dollar of our income, on energy and only 5 cents on health care. Today, we spend 5.5 cents on energy. We spend less than we did in 1960, but we spend 17 cents on health care. So why isn't it health care that's going to tip us into the abyss? Why energy? See, the point I'm getting at is that this is all spending. It's just part of the economy. And even if we send some of these dollars to, let's say, Saudi Arabia, they send them back. They have to buy our bonds, they buy our airplanes, they buy our hotel rooms when they come to go to our hospitals. Right. So this money doesn't disappear. Yes, it's a burden on some businesses and some people, but it's not the kind of thing that I think will tip the economy into recession.
So for you, what is the greatest threat to our economy this year?
Yeah, I always think there's 4 threats to prosperity. There's a monetary policy. I think right now the Fed's inflationary, so that's kind of a double-edged sword. That sort of helps us, even though in the long run it'll hurt us. There's tax hikes. We're not going to have any of those this year. There's spending and regulation. That's already hurting us, and I think it's heading in the right direction. And then the big one is protectionism, like the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act. And right now, we're trying to negotiate free trade with Korea and with Colombia and with Ecuador. If those things go through, then we're heading the right way on trade. So sort of when I look at the world right now, there's risks out there, but in general, policies are moving in the right way. That's why I think yesterday is sort of just a long-awaited sort of correction in the market. It's not the beginning of a new down leg or bear market.
Brian, I got to say, thanks a lot. You're the first economist who said this. I mean, for some it's calming, for others I'm not so sure, but it definitely is a unique point of view. We appreciate it this morning.
Thank you.